Hey guys, Q here. Today I have a Tech Talk episode 8, Dig in the Dust episode. Now, what is Tech Talk? If you're unfamiliar, this is a series I'm bringing back. Basically, I pick my five top technology recent news, stuff like that. Talk a little bit about them to update you guys, share my opinions. A little bit of basically update status, stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff like this, but it's just my personal opinions, and I'm sure you've seen shows like Dig, stuff like that. This is my own personal thing. I haven't done this in a while. Last time I left off was at Tech Talk episode 7. I think that was way back in, I even know how long ago that was. Before I do that, a lot of people have been asking why I haven't been using this. I've been getting it fixed up and situated, and I've been testing it a lot, and I'll be using it soon in a Tech Talk episode, actually, in fact. So maybe episode 10, I'll be using that, and a couple other episodes I'll be using that. I just need to get more tapes for the camera. Anyhow, wasting time babbling away. Anyhow, let's get to the stories. First story, Viacom. I'm sure you've all heard of Viacom's acquisition, I guess, not acquisition, deal to take on YouTube. They're first going to sue them. Now they got the order to get all the information off of YouTube. They're trying to prove basically that YouTube is used more for viewing pirated content or TV shows or anything like that, rather than it is original viewers' content. Original stuff made by me or you. Not like TV shows. Even though there's TV shows on YouTube and stuff like that, or movies. They're saying that people use it more for that than they do for original home-owned or home-created content, which I think I personally think there's more user content viewed out there rather than if people want to watch movies, they go to other sites. Sure they go to YouTube, but I don't think more likely they'll go to other sites. But anyhow, but now Viacom had agreed to the deals because of privacy complaints that no usernames will be given out from via Google's database or YouTube's database, same thing. Only view on what you viewed and stuff like that. I'll show that to them, but it won't give out personal usernames or name, anything like that. So I guess you're pretty safe. I don't think they're gonna go after you even if you watched it. They're just using your view as a status opinion, I guess. But anyway, that was story 1. Moving on, second story of the day: Yahoo rejects Microsoft yet again. This time I believe it was Econ, that was his last name. Econ, no, he's pronounced it I-C-A-H-N. I have all the articles pulled up. I'll link them all in the video description over here, right? No, over here. Okay. Anyway, the deal was made by Carl, I guess you could say Icahn. I know I'm pronouncing it wrong. But anyway, they try to do a new deal to take over the whole franchise this time. Yet again, I should say, sorry. But it's a take it or leave it deal. They pretty much forced him. They gave him, I think, from Thursday to Friday, I believe it was. Either they gave him 24 hours to make the decision. So they only had 24 hours to respond. So they put him in a really tight corner. But yet again, they failed. Yahoo declined the offer and said, I guess they said it was more insulting, and it would have dismantled their internet franchise. So really, they wanted to continue what they were doing, and Yang said that they're not gonna go through with it, and they declined the deal yet again. So and it's take it or leave it. So I guess Microsoft isn't really coming back for this deal again. Who knows? Maybe they'll do it 3 times. 3 times the charm. But who knows? Hopefully, I don't know. It's the heat of competition that keeps business like this. I don't know if I really want to see Microsoft for one acquire Yahoo, even though I don't. I'm not really using Yahoo services, but I don't know, just from what it is, I wouldn't want to see it go under Microsoft's wing, but that's just my opinion. Anyhow, moving on to the third story, Apple's successor, and Steve Jobs and the Apple cultural secrecy. Now there's a lot of talk of this, New York Times, CNN, all those sites, talking about the health of Steve Jobs. Now some say he looks pretty sick, he's been looking pale, stuff like that. They're not positive, and he has the right, obviously, to keep his, personal life private, and that's totally fine. There's speculation of a whole bunch of stuff, and, I'm not gonna jump into that. I'm gonna pretty much wait, because, there's sites that say, he may have this, he may have that. But, he does, they showed how he looks a little bit different, compared to older years, WWDC, Macworld events, stuff like that. And if ever in case, who would be the successor? Now, there's a lot of people, but somebody who comes to mind really for me, hang on, here goes my clock, so, sorry, I'll try and talk over it, but, okay, anyways, like I was saying, really, the only one I really can see out of, like, the people who do his keynotes, he's seen a lot of guys, but the one name who comes to me really is Phil Schiller. Phil Schiller, I'm pretty sure. He's the guy who looks, he's really done great in his keynotes, stuff like that. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people. There's that, forgot their names, but, there's a lot of guys you've seen at WWDC, a lot young, old, middle-aged. People talk about Jonathan Ive, the design artist, but really I think somebody who can really, if they do, I think it would be Phil Schiller. That's my opinion. Feel free to share yours. But, this really does lead to, even if he's not sick now, obviously nobody lives forever, who will, be the successor, and that's really interesting. Maybe somebody new will step up, maybe somebody, maybe the young guy will step up, maybe somebody older will step up. We'll have to see. Maybe somebody will come back, you never know. Anyhow, moving on to the fourth story. Pirating has jumped to a new level. A college student actually not pirated, but photocopied his whole sorry, I'm, slipping words here. Organic chemistry book, college book, because he was trying to prove a point that, college students are really fed up with the prices and stuff like that, even with discounts. It still costs a lot, and if they can't get them, some classes require them, stuff like that. And, I'm talking about textbooks here. So what he did is he got his organic chemistry book, which is used in his college, and he basically copied all pages of it and pasted off to copied all the pages and pasted it off to Pirate Bay. Now this is taking things to a new level, but they talked about how it's actually different now that he's actually taking the time compared to burning software or anything like that. This takes more time consuming, and really determining how it is a crime yet still copyright and all that stuff. And the company has said that they are wanting to remove, or they're threatening to take legal actions. And, this just goes to show that how how far they're going to take it in terms of if they think they're being cheated or they want to share it, they will pirate it out there. Pirate Bay is being really notorious, and they are already under trial, so we'll have to see how that goes. But really interesting to see that textbooks are actually digital, being digitally copied and posted out there to Pirate Bay. So I thought I should share that with you. Last story of the day. Digg is left in the dust. This is pretty short, sweet, and simple. Google has been talking about acquiring Digg. Now, this would have been actually pretty cool. I mean, there's sites like Delicious and stuff like that. Google has Orkut, but Digg is started by Kevin Rose. It really has a great feel to it. Great articles, very categorized by huge community, and basically dig it, or if you dig it, or you share your comments, opinions, stuff like that. And it's really a way to get stuff popular. And Google was actually looking into purchasing this. It was a $2 million deal, but they mysteriously just left the deal, and left Digg in the dust. And Digg is this is the first time they've been denied. So and I saw a quote, I believe it was from the New York Times, saying that, or TechCrunch was saying that once a couple of companies have left Digg, it's kind of hard for others. They're hesitant to come in. So. But we have to see what Digg does, if it stays independent, finds another partner or something like that, or maybe Google will come back. But it is interesting seeing that Google wanted to participate within Digg. Anyhow, guys, that's my Tech Talk episode today. Check out the website, adrianstech.com. Email me at adrianstech@gmail.com for any questions, concerns, requests, whatever. Anyways, guys, thanks for listening. That's Tech Talk episode 8, Digg in the Dust. Hope you enjoyed this episode and all the news. Look forward for more to come. Thanks for watching.